You know the image, a pale, long-haired woman pulling herself out of a dark well, her joints twisting at unnatural angles. It is a pillar of modern horror cinema. That specific nightmare is drawn directly from reality. It is a close adaptation of a documented event that took place in Japan over 4 centuries ago. The year is roughly 1600. Japan has entered the Edo period, an era marked by a jarring contradiction. Exquisite cultural achievements like tea ceremonies and poetry readings happened in the exact same spaces governed by a rigid, unforgiving social hierarchy. Under the iron grip of samurai rule, a single misstep could cost a peasant their life. Look at Himeji Castle. With its pristine white walls and elegant multi-tiered towers, it earned the nickname the White Heron. It stands as the physical embodiment of that era. In spring, cherry blossoms frame these walls like pink clouds, masking the reality of a fortress where a master's whim was law. Within these grounds, the beauty of high culture and the brutality of feudal rule existed as twins. This brings us to Okiku, a low-status servant girl working in the castle. She was known for her meticulous care, which earned her an enormous responsibility, guarding 10 priceless porcelain family heirlooms. These dishes represented extraordinary wealth and the deep legacy of her masters. Her dedication caught the eye of a powerful samurai retainer in the household. He approached her repeatedly, demanding she become his lover. And despite his overwhelming authority, Okiku refused him. Because powerful men in this era rarely accepted rejection, he devised a trap to break her. He took one of those 10 irreplaceable plates and shattered it, throwing the pieces down a deep stone well on the castle grounds. Then he blamed Okiku for the loss. Her punishment for maintaining her integrity was exact and agonizing. Her tormentor singled out the exact middle finger she used to count the plates every morning and severed it. Bleeding and traumatized, she was thrown into that same dark well, left to endure a slow, freezing death in the pitch-black water at the bottom. Okiku's life ended in the dark, but the trauma of her death lingered, settling into the stones of the castle well and beginning a cycle that would repeat for centuries. Immediately after her murder, servants staying late at the castle heard something echoing from the stones. It was a faint woman's voice, slowly and methodically counting. 1 plate, 2 plates. Those brave enough to look outside reported seeing a figure kneeling by the well. She wore a white burial kimono, her skin corpse pale, her body emaciated to the bone, with long black hair obscuring her face. Night after night, she repeated the exact same routine. She would count up to 9. When she reached the missing 10th plate, she would pause, let out deep, violent sobs, and then seamlessly start the count all over again. This haunting followed incredibly strict rules, leading many to struggle with the exact nature of the spirit that had infected Himeji Castle. To some, the counting was an act of calculated vengeance, a curse directed at the household that destroyed her. When the samurai master's wife gave birth to a daughter, the child was born missing the exact same middle finger Okiku had lost. It was as if the crime had been written directly into the family's bloodline. Soon after, the master was abruptly stripped of his lands and titles. For a high-ranking samurai to lose everything over a servant's death was extraordinary, suggesting that her spirit had made his continued rule impossible. Others saw something different. They noted that Okiku never actually attacked the living or showed direct aggression. In this specific view, the ghost was not a vengeful actor, but a manifestation of profound, obsessive-compulsive trauma. She was trapped in a psychological prison, unaware of the passing centuries. Her spirit was merely trying to perfectly execute the final, fatal task her masters had used to destroy her. Whether she was a conscious avenger or a psychological echo, the result was the same. The well became an epicenter of dread, a place where the air itself felt heavy with the weight of her unfinished count. To finally break the cycle, a local family summoned a Buddhist monk known for pacifying restless spirits and tasked him with ending the torment at the well. The monk sat by the stones at dusk and waited. As the ghostly voice reached 9 plates and that agonizing pause began, he perfectly timed his intervention, shouting out into the darkness, 10 plates. The ghost did not rage at the interruption. Instead, upon hearing the final number, she experienced the profound relief of completion. She uttered her first words of happiness, smiled, and faded away. Her story became a pillar of Japanese culture. Today, tourists visit the exact well at Himeji Castle, and filmmakers continue to draw from her legend to define modern cinematic horror. The horror of Okiku's legend persists because it is grounded in the absolute vulnerability of the powerless. A young woman was tortured and killed for refusing to surrender her dignity, her life ending over a perceived loss of property. Okiku counts forever because she was never allowed to simply do her job or live her life. Her story remains a 400-year-old metaphor for the way trauma can trap the victim in a loop they can never escape.